People say when you quit smoking, like, you have all this black mucus and, like, I don't know if it is black, but some kind of mucus that comes up.
Did you get the black mucus?
No. There was a time where I was like, oh no, it's coming now. It was just a bit of hair.
All right, let's rock.
My son's baby's due in 4 weeks. I've got this.
Feeling a little bit disappointed. Went through a pouch of tobacco in about 6 days.
I ain't smoked anything for the day. Progress.
I'm moody, agitated.
It's a very difficult challenge. I'm really, really trying.
Going to the gym most days, running much longer runs.
The inhalator, I don't know what I'll do about it, to be honest.
I've been smoking on and off for about 10 years.
I'd probably say about 20 years.
I've been smoking for 39 years.
25 years, yeah, 25.
10 years?
I usually smoke around 7 or 8 a day.
About 15 grams of tobacco a day.
26 a day.
6. 20 a day? Sounds quite a lot, doesn't it? Jesus.
And when you think about a cigarette, how do you feel?
That's how I feel.
And do you feel like you want a cigarette right now?
Absolutely.
I have asthma. At one point, I'm sure that my local paramedics literally knew when I was going to ring up, because I mean, they'd be like, oh, it's him again. And it's bad because I'll have cigarettes in one pocket and the inhaler in the other one, and it looks like a joke.
And what is your main motivation for stopping?
A few years ago, I had like a mini stroke and I was having heart problems, breathing problems, chest pains, things like that. And I thought, wow, like, now's my time that I really need to stop. At that time, I was like 23 and I was just like, nah, that ain't normal.
Being diagnosed with epilepsy about 7 years ago. Last year I found out that I have some brain damage which can cause early onset dementia maybe in like 10 years time. My speech will go, my memory will go, the ability to walk, to talk, to communicate, to recognise people will all go. I love life. I love life. I embrace life every single day and I want as much of it as I possibly can. So the stopping smoking is probably just that one last give it a go and having more time on this beautiful earth, I guess.
So my main reason to stop smoking is for my mum. She passed away from lung cancer when I was in my early 20s. And she always said, don't smoke, don't do what I did. And she quit and it still got her. My mum probably would have wanted me to not smoke at all.
My son and his girlfriend are having a baby in 4 weeks' time. So it's the first time I'm going to be a grandparent. And my son just keeps going on and on and on. You're not picking up the baby if you smoke, Mum.
Last year, I unfortunately lost my best friend who absolutely hated me smoking. Absolutely hated me smoking. He'd be like, ugh, cigarettes. So, yeah, I want to stop in memory of him because he was absolutely everything to me.
When I lost my teeth, my gums were too damaged to have implants. And I know that all of these things are because I smoke.
Do you have a game plan? My kind of game plan for these 60 days is to get back into my fitness and set myself a target of being able to run a 10k.
My game plan is to work out in the morning, just to replace the dopamine hit.
Running, walking, stuff like that, just to take the edge off, take your mind off it, kind of thing.
So I will do some breath work. I know that meditation will help me with my mindset.
Do you think you know what you're letting yourself in for? I've no idea what I'm letting myself in for.
This time I'm going to actually give myself the best chance to quit.
I haven't got a clue what I've let myself in for.
I'm 100% positive that I'm trying this.
Day one of not smoking and it's not as hard as I thought it was going to be. All right, let's rock.
I did have some quite bad cravings yesterday, but I didn't succumb to any.
I'm moody and agitated, but it's worth it.
I'm getting fit. I've found hobbies and everything like that. So it's going really, really well.
I have a patch on.
I've just hit 3 weeks no smoking and I feel so good, which literally is so tiny, it's so discreet.
Struggle with trying to find space and time to quit.
I've always got grapes on the table, so every time I feel like I want a cigarette, I have a grape.
Back heavy again last week, went through a pouch of tobacco, feeling a little bit disappointed. It is what it is.
Got to admit, over the past coming up 60 days now, it's been absolutely incredible. The inhalator, I don't know what I'll do about it, to be honest.
I'm just going to keep going. I've got this.
How many cigarettes are you smoking now?
None.
Smoke no cigarettes at all.
I haven't had one today.
About 5 to 7, yeah, if not less.
No.
Anything you'd do differently?
If I was going to do anything differently, I probably would have got rid of the cigarettes that I had in the house.
What did you do with them?
I smoked them.
If I set myself a goal, I make sure that I can achieve it. I definitely wasn't prepared in a way, because I remember when I left the studio and the first thing I did would have a cigarette when I got home.
The only thing that puts me off is like people say when you quit smoking, like you have all this black mucus and like, I don't know if it is black, but some kind of mucus that comes up.
Did you get the black mucus?
No. There was a time where I was like, oh no, it's coming now. It was just a bit of hair.
I think I do know what I'm letting myself in for. I've done it before, but that was cold turkey, and that was worse. And I feel like this time I'm going to actually give myself the best chance to quit. So, cold turkey is the worst thing in the world compared to what I did this time round, because I had the spray and I had nicotine to sort of get me through it.
Well, at the beginning of the process, I used the inhalator from Nicorette, and I found that quite useful because it kind of replaced the hand-to-mouth action.
Journaling definitely helps the most, and now I've got like a little list of things where it's like trigger points.
I had support from family and friends as well.
Could you have done this without that support?
No. Must be joking.
Since the diagnosis of my brain and things like that, I don't think I've taken it seriously. I just feel a lot healthier and lighter and full of life. I never used to be able to even run a 10k, and now I'm running 10ks. I can think clearly as well, and I'm not constantly worried about the smell or the taste or working with clients.
I've got more energy. I'm not coughing as much. My teeth feel better. I didn't have the anxiety that I used to have if something major happened.
I stretch in the morning, my hips are crunching, my chest is like crunching, there's places that are crunching that I never thought could crunch. You know, my breathing's like all over the place.
I mean, I think it's too recent to actually notice like a whole new change. But you do honestly feel it.
My band has a few shows coming up. I feel like it'd be interesting to see the progression and how better my vocals will be. There were improvements. Even if it was minor, it was easy to transition from technique to technique.
My best friend used to just be on at me constantly to stop smoking. Desmond, stop smoking. Desmond, stop smoking. It's the last thing that I can do for him.
And if he was here now and he could be standing here with me right now, he'd be like, well done. You've done it.
I can hold him. I can hold my grandson. My grandson is 4 weeks old now, and I have held him. He's amazing.
Well done, and keep going. And don't stop. But stop quitting. Wait. But quit smoking. Keep quitting. So exactly how I described it then, that's exactly how I feel.
I think I'm going to stand taller. I'm going to feel proud. I just think I'm going to be so happy. Oh, it's quite emotional.
My mum probably would have wanted me to not smoke at all. I think she would be proud of how far I've come, even if it's just one step.
At the end of 60 days, it's not the end, is it? It's kind of like the beginning of a process. So it's quite exciting to see where it goes.